Hi everyone, ladies. I'm doing a bit more of a relaxed kind of style video today. Literally just holding my phone, just want to talk to you. And I really I think that the most important thing, and especially like as I get older, is just realizing that life is not a one size fits all. And as far as like taking advice from other YouTubers, from celebrities, from parents, from family members, from friends, from sisters, from whoever, you've still got to do what you think is right. Okay, so what's spurring me on to kind of talk about this is that I feel like sometimes people are not actually using discernment, and you're kind of choosing to like live your lives the way that you think other people expect you to, instead of just doing what you want. There's like, I can give you advice on what I think and what I'm doing, but in 2 years' time, I might even, change my mind and do something else or whatever. So I feel like the best thing you can do is take bits and pieces of what you want to take and make it fit into your own life. Okay, you don't have to think, look, Ziva said this, I need to do this verbatim. No, I like that aspect. That bit I didn't fully agree with. Okay, I'm going to do that part that I do agree with and see how that fits into my life. I feel like that's the best kind of outcome, unless it's something to do with like femininity journey, making the most of yourself, putting your best foot forward. I do think you should be doing that. But at the same time, if you feel like you don't have to, I think you should try it your way as well. And also try it my way and just see what is best for you. See which one supports your confidence the most. See which one pushes you further. When it comes to my dating advice, see which one pushes you further, my advice or your own. But you have to use discernment. You have to fit things into your life. And it's kind of similar to, remember that video I did a couple of months ago about recreating femininity in your own image? It's similar to that. Everything you do in life, you must really recreate in your own image, which means taking things and molding it. Okay, having different things from different places and molding it, forming it into something that suits you, something that you feel comfortable with, something that makes you feel excited, makes you feel happy, and makes you feel like you're doing the right thing for yourself. I can talk till the cows come home about things that I do and what I think and, this, that, and the other. But if we are not in alignment with certain beliefs that we have, then you might not find my advice helpful, right? But at the same time, if what you're doing isn't working, trying another way might be helpful. It might be advantageous for you. So I just think that this is a helpful video that some of you might need to hear, where it's like you're listening to different YouTubers, people are saying different things. What do you go with? Well, you need to go with what actually resonates more with you. Sometimes you can jump onto a trend or onto a bandwagon and you can feel like you're supposed to be doing something. This is what all the girlies are doing. This is what all the girlies are talking about. But what most people do on YouTube and what they do in real life are sometimes entirely separate entities. Okay, so like, even for me, like, I wouldn't never have thought that I would even be open to dating someone around my own age. Ask me this a year ago. Ask me this 6 months. Ask me this 3 months ago. Okay? And it's like things change, and you've got to do what you think and lose the rigidity of things. Just do what works for you, what works with your life, what makes you happy, you know, what this and what that. Whatever's good for you, that's what you need to start doing. You can listen to advice on YouTube, you can listen to advice on TikTok, but ultimately you are the only one living your life, and you have to do what makes you happy. Okay? Have you got that? Have you got that? You have to do what makes you happy. And when you get older, what for me, like getting older, most people get more rigid, and I've actually lost my rigidity, because I have been a rigid person for a very long time. Like I've really been one, like since I was probably even like a child. And I'm actually losing mine, and I'm becoming a bit more like a bit loose, you know, a bit not carefree. I've never been carefree, but you know, I'm easing up a bit. And I think that if more people just eased up a bit, just loosened up a bit, and had a bit more fun and worried about what feels good, what do I want to do, I think that you're going to be a lot happier and be able to loosen up a bit. That's what I think. Instead of doing what you think you're supposed to be doing, no. What feels good? What's giving me the outcome I want? What works for me? What works with my life and how I want my life to be? And that's what you've got to do. So, yesterday's video, we spoke about sacrifices and how you may need to sacrifice some things. And for me, I feel like 99.999999999 women are going to sacrifice when it comes to the person they either end up with or the person they take seriously or whatever. I feel like you're going to have to sacrifice on that. And when it comes to dating a man and your only beneficial dating, let's say the only things you really care about in that situation are going to nice places and, you know, gifts, money, gifts, that is just so easy to, like, anyone can do that. Okay, anybody can do that. Put your makeup on, dress nicely, you can go out, you can meet somebody, and you can have that. But when it comes to wanting more, something with substance, okay, you're going to have to really lose some rigidity and understand that it's not probably going to be packaged up the way you think it will. And you're probably going to have to date somebody a little bit different, okay, than what you had seen for yourself, okay? But this is why I'm saying that in terms of like advice that you're getting or tips and tricks, you've got to tailor things to you, even in terms of like styling, okay? My styling videos, I speak about mini skirts. This is a staple for me. But another woman who is shaped a bit differently, let's say you are shaped like, you know, you're really like very like a big bottom, wearing a mini skirt maybe is not going to work out for you, or you might have to have your mini skirts tailor-made or, you know, bespoke, because, you know, the fitting of them is going to be different. So it's that same aspect where you have to tailor things to work for you, whether it's your body type, whether it's your man, whether it's how you're dating, whether it's in terms of your glow up, your femininity journey, okay, whether it's your hairstyle. Everything you do must be tailored to you. Everything you do. Okay, what works for you, lady? Lady watching this, what works for you? Because you are the only person sleeping with you tonight. Unless you're with your man. You're the only one, or your lady, whatever. You're the only one sleeping with you tonight. So you have to live in your own head. So make sure that it's happy in here. Make sure it's happy. I have a video topic that I want to discuss, and I'm looking forward to discussing this topic because I think that it's very important. So that just popped into my head, and sometimes I have this where it comes here and it just comes out right here. So yeah, so that was just a thought I had. Anyway, didn't need to share that, but that's a video that I might actually record right now, so I'm excited about it. But I think it will be helpful. But in terms of this video, stay on track, okay, stay on track. Just do what works for you, okay? Do what works for you. What makes you happy? What do you see yourself looking like? Go for it. What do you see yourself wearing? Do it. If what you're doing isn't working, try my advice. If you don't feel 100% in yourself doing it, keep on doing it until you do. Or just blend mine and yours in terms of like advice. And that may just work perfectly for you. So you have to kind of dabble and see what really is best for you. Try this, try a bit of that, and just see what you're left with and what fits properly into your life, into your world. I have never been like a big person to really take advice from other people, because for me, I just kind of have that like not know-it-all mentality, but yeah. And I kind of feel like I have all the answers. I have a very close relationship with myself. I understand things, and I know how to trust my gut instinct. I know when my subconscious mind is speaking to me, and to listen to that girl, because guess what? She knows a couple of things. And I also sometimes just have like a knowing of what is kind of right, and I don't need outside influence. Okay, so let's say 1% of the time I might go to my sisters about something or whatever, but the rest of like that 99%, it's all me. It's all me. It's 100% me. Okay, New York, it's 100% me. And so that's why like I am kind of giving advice and giving that, because I feel like I'm solid in what I'm saying. I'm solid in the things that I put on YouTube, in the things that I say on my videos. I'm solid in it, and I feel solid in everything I put out. Which is why I do feel like if you take my advice on things, I think it's a good way to go. But at the same time, I know that if you're similar to me, you like to find your own way. And you can't just listen to what someone else says and just take it verbatim. You still need to do trial and error and figure that out for yourself. Now, watching my videos will save you some time, but I do feel like it's a growing process to actually, that in between where you're doing the trial and error, that is life, and that is experience, and that is growth, and that is growing, and that is adulting, and that is learning and getting you ready for the woman you're going to be. So all of that in between time to get you to the point where I'm at and where I always have been, where I feel like I just have all the answers. Not every single answer, but I just trust myself and what I choose to do. Once you get there, it really is also stemming from those experiences. So that's why even if I do, like you do watch my videos and you do get advice from me, you can still do things your way and my way simultaneously, or just do both, or try yours and see what works, and then try mine and see if that's better. So you are still discerning for yourself, okay? whether it's on TikTok, you're watching people, I feel like you should be still doing trial and error in your own life, and that is what is going to make you the woman that you're supposed to be. That's what I think, that's what I feel, that's what I believe. And actually learning, okay, to trust yourself is so important. It's so important. And especially learning how to trust your gut, learning how to make your own decisions, learning what's best for you, learning to say no, learning to do what you want and do what makes you feel comfortable in life, learning to know what's right for you and to act accordingly. These things come with confidence, with self-esteem, and sometimes with experience. Okay, so make sure that you have that courage to make mistakes. And also make sure you have the courage, if you do make a mistake, to get back up. Don't stay down. Let's say, like, I'll give you an example, right? Let's say you've been in a relationship and with, you know, a man who maybe you even felt you were going to end up with, maybe you wanted to end up with, and it didn't work out. It didn't work out. You're not meeting anyone new. You're feeling down in the dumps about it. You're like just not feeling like you're going to meet someone. You're not feeling optimistic about that. And then a man, some riffraff or someone on the street comes up to you and you entertain that person, you know, somebody who wasn't up to the standard that you had, okay, until you felt knocked down. Are you going to entertain that person, or are you going to have the courage to still want better for yourself? This is something that's courageous, because it's easier to plod along. It's easier to be unhappy. It's easier to wallow. It's easier to not be confident in yourself. It's easier to play the victim card. It's easier to do that. But what is more difficult is to get back up and to make a choice for yourself, which is what is in your best interest. That is much more difficult. So the point I'm trying to make is that, yes, take my advice. Yes, take my tips. Yes, because I believe in them solidly. Okay, but you have to learn discernment. You have to learn discernment. What will happen when you have a daughter yourself, or when your niece grows up, she asks you for advice, and you have to turn to TikTok, or you have to quote what somebody else has said, or you have to copy someone else, or you have to regurgitate something you've heard? Okay, no. You need to have your own brain, your own thoughts, your own ideas, your own opinions, your own experience in life, and give your own advice. So what I'm trying to, like, to your niece or to your daughter or whoever, to your younger sister, so, and to yourself. So what I'm saying is that I believe that YouTube, TikTok, maybe Instagram, it is positive. It can be helpful, it can be uplifting, it can be eye-opening, making you think of things that maybe you hadn't actually thought of before, and it can be positive, have a positive impact in your life in that way. But what happens if that person stops posting? What happens if they don't post a video about something that you're going through? You still have to learn how to deal with things outside of other people's help. So that's my point. And learning about yourself, spending time with yourself, taking yourself out, going out, doing things, not being dependent on friends. You want to go shopping and you need 5 girlfriends with you to link arms with and hold your hand. Like, no. Learn how to get out and function by yourself. Learn how to take your own advice. Learn when your subconscious mind is talking to you. You know, sometimes when I'm going to give you an example of something that is very private actually to my family, but I think that my mum wouldn't mind me sharing this because, it can be helpful to someone, and I mean it in with love. My uncle, who I never met, was 25 at the time and going to Spain with his friends. He got to the airport and he realized that he didn't have his passport. So he called a friend and asked him to go to his place and bring him his passport. His friend got to the airport, gave him the passport. My uncle, with his other couple of friends, went off to Spain. That was the last time my uncle was here. Okay, so he was in a car crash, a fatal car crash, and he wasn't supposed to go. Okay, and I always wonder, like, did he have a thought where he thought, oh, maybe I shouldn't go, or oh, I didn't really feel like going anyway, but he still called his friend and asked him to bring him the passport. So and I believe that probably he did actually have that kind of brief thought, and then he kind of discarded of it. Now, that brief thought is your subconscious mind speaking. Your subconscious mind is all-knowing, okay? It knows everything. And when you start listening to that, it comes across in your mind, like I've experienced this so many times, I'm sure you have. It comes into your mind so briefly that it's almost like it's in slow motion. Like it's something that it's a brief, tiny thought, but it stands out to you. And you make that choice in that split second to discard of it or to listen. That is your subconscious mind speaking. And I feel like we've got to learn to listen to that. We've got to learn to listen to our subconscious mind and to make better choices for ourselves. And that's what I believe. And I think that it's good to have people you can go to, like myself or whoever else that you're watching on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok. I think this is great. I really do. And this is a reason why I put videos out, because I want to help women. This is the point. I want to help women, and I really do, I feel like my heart's in the right place with this. But you have to also learn, outside of like taking advice, outside of videos, how to discern and how to make your own choices and decisions, and how to know what is really best for you. Listen to videos and take what works for you from it. Don't just eat it all up because somebody told you to. No, take what you want. If you want to take all of it because you feel like it's the right thing to do, perfect. But if something in you says, that part doesn't fully feel right, I would be forcing it, don't do it. Try it your way. If that doesn't work, then try it someone else's way or my way. And just see how it goes. But learning to trust your own mind and have your own thoughts, know what's best for you as a woman, okay, it's going to be incredible. And this is something I want for you, okay? Of course, I'm here because I want to uplift women. I want the best for us. And if you have questions or there's something you want to ask, I'm still here, and feel free to put questions in the comment section or to DM me like you do and blah blah blah. Like, feel happy to do that. And I'm happy for you to do that. But I just want you to still be able to make that end decision yourself. I want you to still be able to do that, okay? Because I know we're in this social media age, and you know, everybody is using AI to give them solutions, but you need to learn how to AI your own life, okay? Solution your own life, okay? Come up with your own answers sometimes. But anyway, I'm gonna let you go, and thank you for watching. Okay, you already know I'm a bossy boot, so no, I just my heart's in the right place with this, but I just felt like sometimes you just feel like compelled to speak about something, and I just felt like I needed to discuss this, so I'm glad I did. I hope this has been helpful, and I hope it gives some of you the courage to trust yourself and not have to turn to your phone to make a decision about who you're dating. Okay, somebody like wants to take you out on a date, you don't feel like you have to get advice on what to wear, blah blah blah. Like, what makes you look good, what makes you feel good, what is complimenting your body, what is advertising you in the way you would like to be advertised in. Think about this, okay? I'm going on a date. Do I want to seem like a vessel, or do I want to have a personality? Have a personality, but at the same time, don't disclose everything, because it's a stranger and you don't need to tell a stranger your whole business. They do not need your national insurance number. They don't need your date of birth. They don't need any of these things. So be reserved, but have fun. And the reason why I touched on that is because these are the main things I get asked actually about styling, what to wear. You have a date coming up, what should I wear, how should I be, blah blah blah. Like, these are main questions I get asked all the time in my DMs and stuff, sending pictures about clothing, whatever. So that's why I wanted to touch on that. But I'm going to love you and leave you here. Thank you so much for watching, ladies. I hope this was helpful, and I hope it gives you the courage and the want, the desire to actually listen to that voice in your head, okay? And that will help you to make the best decisions for yourself. So anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, thumbs up this video before you click off. Thumbs up right now for me, please. This really does help to support my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah.